Mr. Mahbub is a PhD researcher in teaching English as a second language at the Faculty of Education in Malaysia. He has been working as an assistant professor at the Department of English in Sylhet International University, Bangladesh. He is particularly interested in how technology could help English language teaching. He has published 25 research articles in prestigious international peer-reviewed journals, including Scopus and ICIS Index, example Journal of Psycholinguistics Research, Language Testing in Asia, and many more. Welcome, Mr. Mahbub. The platform is all yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon from my part. Today's topic is researchers networking. As you know that we are living in a global village, and in this village we are not physically connected, but we have several connections, several platforms. Through these platforms we are linked. We are not far away, but we are very connected with our whatever we have actually. So today's topic, I think it would motivate you to be joined in several researchers networking. Because this research networking has two parts. First one is a personal networking, and another one is personal networking platforms. I mean, you are personally connected closely, and you are connected in a community. Okay. Through this way, we make our networking. And as a researchers, in the global perspectives, it's very important to make or to be member of researchers community. Okay, look at my personal connections. I have already 20 more co-authors in my different projects. I've been my articles, writing, conference presentations. I have Pradhan Mahbub Shiraj, and my next one is my supervisor and mentor, Adil Habina. And then I have several other connections with 20 more people, and all these are connected like this. And though these people are not, we are not from the same place or same country. We are from different country, from Iran, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Malaysia. So there are so many different countries, people or researchers who are connected personally. How I made this personal connection? Actually, I have maintained some platforms as a member of this community. I think less or more, these are very common to you, like ResearchGate, Academia, Google Scholar, Pablo's, Whatkit, Dimensions, Facebook, LinkedIn, Volunteers. There are so many, but these are particularly the social networking in a sense that here you maintain a community, you are belonging to a community. Those people are here have the similar professions, similar interests. I mean, as a researcher, you are connected with other researchers through these platforms. Actually, I will not go through all these individually, but I will highlight some of these as you could understand how this platform will help you. So first, what is networking? Researcher networking. Okay, networking means we know that it's very common term nowadays, as we are globally connected through several online platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn. But how or what these concepts usually work for? Actually, this work for exchanging information, your ideas. With whom? Obviously, with your same professions or the same group of people who have the similar interest to you. It enables you to learn new and new things. It creates opportunities. It establishes research works or projects. It's facilitate collaboration regardless of country or regardless in any types of place. This concepts maintains social networking sites that we usually use. This platform is a bit different. This one is called academic social networking sites. Why this networking important? What are the significance of this platforms actually? Actually, in these platforms, you will have a digital curriculum vitae or digital resume. It's online personal. Nowadays, if you maintain ResearchGate or Whatkit ID regularly, you update the information. It will like a CV, like a resume. It works like that's why it's very important. Next important things, it's very important for disseminating your studies or diffusion of your studies. You should let your work to no other. So what you have done, obviously nowadays there is no way to limit you within yourself. Now it's time to disseminate your studies. Second important thing is for collaboration. Collaboration for from person to person, institute to institute. There are different types of collaborations you can maintain through these types of research platforms. Then information management. Yeah. This research networking help you to upgrade, update your information. I mean, say for you have switched your job and joined to another place, you will update this one. Another thing is that you published a paper just now. You upload this one, and the people will know within a few seconds. These platforms also provide you impact. I mean, how many people read your articles, how many people download your articles. You can judge yourself. You can judge your work, how much value it has. Another important thing is it will provide you better literature reviews. As you have communication, you have a common community, you can see who published research work of your field. You can easily find this one. Research opportunities, analytics, or impact, and actually it's beyond the ivory tower. Okay? Actually, these platforms provide you without any limitation or restrictions. You can connect, you can be connected, or you can make through whatever. Actually, you can't imagine what types of benefits it will provide. Actually, it's needs. As if we think the world before internet, how the world was, I think it was difficult to maintain a relation person to person. But nowadays, it's not a bit. Then another thing is you can also make a communication interdisciplinary. Say for you're from ELT, English Language Teaching background, but there are some statistical tools you are using in your research, but usually in literature or language skill learning, you don't have much knowledge about the statistics, but you can, if you have a good communication with the other disciplines, say for business, the business people are they are very much statistical oriented. You could help, you could take their help in this sense. You can make interdisciplinary exams. Another important thing is that through this interpersonal disciplinary exams, It fosters creativity. You are not limited within your area. You will be broaden your area. That's why it give you a chance to be creative. Then methodological exploration. Okay, you can find that in literature there are the very qualitative research design, but you can be interested to other methodology from other discipline whenever you will come across this. After this up-to-date one-line presence, as you are researchers, you should be vigilant. You should be like omnipresent in a sense that in your area you should have go through all the branches of your area. So you should be vigilant in this sense. Then these platforms, I mean, networking, it's also give you to know knowledge, new knowledge, more extension of knowledge. It also helps you to create knowledge. It's give you quality assurance, and obviously it also helps you to disseminate your knowledge among same people or people from the other disciplines. Okay, this networking, I mean, this is networking or social media networking will give you metrics on your work. Say for you have ResearchGate uh, account or profile, and you have uploaded your research papers over there. At the end of year, you can find some informations. This information collectively, like metrics, and the information based on number of updates, how many papers in a year you have uploaded like this, how many followers you have in this with these papers, how many comments with this, how many retweets with this, how many people share with these articles, and how many people download it. You can see all this in our metrics, in a way of metrics. So at the end of day, you can find or you can evaluate your work whether it has importance or significance in your field or not, whether the people from your field are interested in your research or not. You can evaluate yourself. So it's a big thing. Now, what are the platforms that I have already mentioned? I think you have, most of them, you have this accounts, and those you don't have, at the end of this session, hopefully you will be, or you will have this account. All these are free, okay, though there are some cost issues, but you can ignore this. Okay, now look at Whatkit. First Whatkit, I will explain how Whatkit work for you. Okay, this is my Whatkit profile, the first page of the front page of my profile at Whatkit. So what is Whatkit? Actually, Whatkit is very important for research. Whatkit stands for Open Researcher and Contributor ID. It means as a researcher, you must have an individual ID. It's like what your passport number, like your national ID card number. As a researcher, you have these types of number. This consists of 16 digits. There are 16 digits. And this one is like DUI number for you. As for your articles, there are DUI numbers. As a researcher, you have also DUI number. This is your DUI numbers. In many journals, whenever you will go through to submit your new manuscript, they usually ask through your Whatkit accounts or ID. And another important thing is it connects researchers and researchers. It makes a connections between research and researchers. Actually, this is academic publishing workflow. Whenever your work will be published, and if it come across Whatkit, I mean, if you have put your Whatkit ID with your articles, this Whatkit will automatically identify you and add your paper with your profile. The Whatkit organization is an international, interdisciplinary, open, not-for-profit, community-driven. Okay, these are the key. Okay, this is not here. There is no issues about cost or expenditure. It's totally free, and as you have, as sorry for. As a researcher, you have an individual ID. Like this, your institutions may have this types of ID. And this Whatkit also presents the history of your education, employments, and publications. Actually, Whatkit simply, it is like a digital CV, your digital updated CV. Okay, what does Whatkit offer? Look at this. Whatkit usually offer you as an account and repository, I mean report. It's like other social networking like Facebook, sorry, or LinkedIn. Whatkit account is similar like LinkedIn and Facebook, but this is especially for researchers, not for all common people. Okay. So you will be here selected or selective. Whatkit account usually what does it offer? It offer your ID. It make a link with Scopus, ISNI, Pablo's. It's also give you information about research institutions, funders, governments, all these things they will provide you. Then the most important and common thing is that we can submit our manuscript from our Whatkit IDs. We can apply with our Whatkit ID for grant. We can put a data set. We can apply. We can, in some cases of some universities in the world, they need a Whatkit ID to submit students' thesis. Then student or staff onboarding, single sign-on, membership renewal, conference registration, repository updates. Okay. Actually, as a researcher, what does he or she need? Everything is within Whatkit. It's simply, it's fabulous. Whenever I go through this, I found it's fabulous. There are enormous things over there. Okay, what are the benefits of Whatkit? There are a lot of benefits that I have already mentioned. First of all, this Whatkit ID distinct you from other researchers, as you have unique and persistent identification. And you can use this Whatkit ID all through your career. And it also gives the idea about your personal, professional activities and affiliation. It is totally independent. It is also embedded with some other metadata like interpersonality. It will make a link between you and the discipline, organization, and country. Another important thing is that it will reduce your workload. How? Usually we exams, say for if I ask one of you to send your paper to me, what will you do? You will do to send me through mail, a PDF format like this. But here Whatkit, you just send me your address, Whatkit address, I will find your articles. And which one do I need? I will find out this one. So researchers don't have anything, don't have do anything to spread out or to reach his or her research articles to people by door to door. Okay, it will automatically go. And another important thing is that Whatkit is like an automated repository. It's your own database because your publication, your conference activities, or your career activities, your educational activities, all the things you can put here. That's why I think after 50, I think after 5 or 10 years, people will not ask you for your CV, for hiring you to a job, because meantime people will be accustomed with digital CV like okay. This is the website of Whatkit. You just simply go through and you can registration. You can make your registration. Next one is Pablo. I think this one is very fabulous. Enormous benefit I have got personally from this platform. Okay. This is totally researchers networking. I think everyone or every researcher must have this ID, this account. Okay, Pavlov's, how does it work and what is it? Actually, Pavlov was founded in 2012. It's not very old. It's new. By Andrew Preston and Daniel Johnston. What was their purpose? Their purpose was to address the static state of peer reviewing practices. You know that as a researcher, you must go through several reviewing activities. Everyone, I think, everyone must have experienced with reviewing activities. But this activities is not either remunerated or recognized. Simply you just review and the journal know you and you know that you reviewed. But nowadays, the scenario totally changed through Pavlov's. Pavlov's give you recognition, okay, not monetary recognition, but your status recognition. They will recognize your status in the sense at the end of the year they will rank you top reviewers in your country, top reviewer in the world. Okay, so nowadays reviewing activities is not untouched. Okay, so it will give lot of benefits. So, okay, another important thing is that Pavlov's tracks your publications, citation metrics, peer reviews, and journal editing work. All the things will be counted through Pavlov's. Okay, so if you are editor of a journal and if you handle any papers or any manuscripts, this one also be recorded in Pablo. So at the end, whenever you will find that your Pavlov's is with bootstrap, with several activities, yeah, you will find your completions. And then 2017, Pavlov's was shifted to the ownership to Planet Analytics, and nowadays it's Web of Science. There are more than 2,200 partnered journals. I think nowadays it has been risen. It's give you automatic review recognition for your works. There is some statistical data about Pavlov's, importance of Pavlov's. There is a survey. In the survey, 98% researchers thought that this is either important or very important. obviously Pablo's is very important, I think. Ensuring the general quality and integrity of scholarly communication. And what can a researcher see through peer review? They can see this as their part of their job, because if we see his name in the top list of reviewers in his country or global context, he will be happy. She will be happy. So, how this one? Okay. Another important thing is that there is a link between Pablo's and Whatkit. Pablo's and Whatkit, they are internal linked. Okay, whatever you will have in Whatkit, you can synchronize this one into your Pablo's account. Okay, there is option. I will show you. Okay, this is my Pablo's account, the front page of this. Look at this. They recognized me as an excellent reviewer. I took part into their course, and in this course, they recognized me as an academy graduate and mentor. So, first, they have recognized me as an excellent reviewer. With this, I am very much happy. Then I have completed their course, their free course. I will show you. They usually offer free course. Course one, reviewing how can you review manuscript. They will give you 10 module training, peer review training. Okay. And after this, one mentor will evaluate your work, and then they will certify you as an academic graduate. And if you supervise the other people, then you will be recognized as mentor. So everything is within some recognitions. Look at this, all the highlighted things at the right hand side of the top corner, like Web of Science Researcher ID. This Pablo's ID and Web of Science Researcher ID are the same, similar. This is your Web of Science ID. And look at this is my publications. I have 19 publications uploaded into Pablo's. And my 19 papers cited me. This is the cited score. My index is 3 over there. And my verified reviews. I have reviewed 116 manuscripts at different journals in my field. What are my fields? Like my field is applied linguistics, English as second language, English language teaching, language and technology, mobile learning, mobile technologies, language learning. Okay, there are the options. You can put your interest of your research over there. Well, and left hand side, there's the summary, metrics, publication, peer review. And most important thing is that you can also take output of CV of all your activities. I mean, in the CV, they will generate for you what there will be the list of papers, list of manuscripts that you have reviewed with the journal's name. Okay, this is the my private dashboard. Before that, this one is the public profile. Anyone can see this information from my account. But privately, what can I do? I can track my citations. I can manage my reviews. I can see my profile and edit this one. I can export my Pablo CV. This is totally research based. You can take your output of your how many papers you have published, how many papers you have reviewed, all the list. And look at this, the left hand side of me, maybe it's your right hand side. Like public profile, export Pablo CV, citation map, publications, peer reviews, activities, editor records, pending records, notifications. Okay, look at this. Peer reviews summary. Okay, look at this. These are the name of journals, and with these journals, there is the Web of Science mark. Okay, I mean, this journal is indexed in Web of Science. Web of Science. Okay. I have reviewed for 36 different journals. Look at this. Only 10 is here due to the shortcomings of snapshot. I have reviewed 36 journals manuscripts and 116 manuscripts. These are the journals name indexed, and these are the publications name on which publication they have published. Okay. And look at this 2796. These are the number of reviewed manuscript in this journal. Okay. For Education Research International, for the journal, I have reviewed 27. For Helium, I have reviewed nine manuscripts. I mean, at the end, whenever you will see your Pablo's account with several activities, definitely you will find completion. So look at the publication history. I have published in 15 different journals. Okay, look at this. Some journals are indexed in Web of Science, but Scopus is not identified like this. Okay, but as Pablo's is associated with Web of Science, that's why they automatically do it. But the names of the publishers. Okay, how many papers I have published in these journals? Look at this language testing Asia. I have published here 3 language and communication. Here I published here 2, one like this. So everything. Now, whenever you will send the address of Pablo's to someone, actually you don't need to send them your CV, your resume. They can easily. Okay, these are my publications. My publication is Whatkit according to the most recent publications. Look at this. The left hand side, there the 00. I mean, these papers yet not cited. That's why these are the 00. This is the title, and with this there is the Web of Science mark. I mean, the journal is indexed with Web of Science. Author's name, published date, the journal's name, and DOI number. So everything is over there. It's very interesting to me. Look at this. This is the matrix that I have talked earlier. This side is publications. I mean, the right hand side, your right hand side, there's the publications, and the blue one is the publications, and the red one is peer reviews. So I have started my account with Pablo since 2019. I mean 2019. First, at the end of the 2019, I started with Pablo's. And from 2020, I started reviewing manuscripts. I was invited by several, and now in 2021, I have more than 100 manuscripts I have reviewed. So everything is cleared over there. And another important thing is that you can also see your review activities per month. So I have started with January 2020. I have only reviewed one. Then gradually I have gone to 2021. Actually, I have reviewed many different ones.
Thank you, Mr. Mahbub. Sorry, I would like to cut you short here. We've run out of time. It was going very interesting.
Okay. Can I get 5 minutes, 5 more minutes?
Yes,
Just
sure.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Like this, there is the research gate with the similar. These are the features. I think less or more you will find this. There are the different options. You will get usually over there. And Google Scholar, this is very common. I think you know all of this. Academia is also common to all. And Frontier, maybe this one is not common to all, but it's another one, another platform. And LinkedIn, this we are usually use this LinkedIn, but this is not totally research based. This is amalgamated. And finally, there are some issues, ethical issues. So these issues are like uh, this. What we should maintain some concerns about this. So we have to maintain our ethical stance over there. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mahbub. It was very informative and an eye-opener for some of the budding researchers. We would take questions now. If you have any questions for Mr. Mahbub, please direct them now. You can write them in the chat box and I can read it for you. Any questions you have, please ask them now. Or you can open your mics and interact directly. We have just a comment. It says it's very informative. Yes, it is indeed. It was.
Thank you very much.
And we're impressed by your publications. MashaAllah.
Pray for me. Actually, I'm trying my best.
We have one question. It says, can you publish without review?
No, how can?
No?
Actually, in academic world, it cannot be without reviewing a paper. Someone will publish the paper. The journal will not be good at all. There will be a question marks. So it cannot be.
Okay. Do we have any more questions? So which one among all these, Mr. Mahbub, do you suggest to have as a first choice? Orchid or Publicon? Which one?
Actually, as a novice researcher, I think both Pablo's and Whatkit are a bit complementary.
Okay.
But Pablo's is more helpful because it will provide you some trainings, especially on peer review trainings. And there are many options. You can search over there, you can download some videos, and you can learn. So if you want to write good papers, before that I think you know what the things you need. So whenever you go through review, you can know what the things you need to put into the paper.
Yes, of course, and it will polish you as well in the process while you're reviewing. It helps you to correct your own research papers, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mahbub. It's always a pleasure and very informative. We learn a lot from you whenever you come to our platform. And we really appreciate taking time, Maria and Mr. Mahbub, to join us today for this research webinar. Before we leave, I will kindly request all of you to kindly register your attendance in the link shared below. And I want to share a contribution from Miss Maria's. We had a painting sent to us of Miss Maria's poem. I would like to share that now. If I am able to share my screen. Can you see the painting? Or you can just see my Google.
Only Google is visible.
Let me see. It was a beautiful painting. I really wanted to share it with all of you. It was a reflection of Miss Maria's poem, what she had shared with us, her journey through the poetry. No, can you see it now?
Actually, you shared your entire skin.
Yeah, I know. I think there are multiple windows opening at the moment. Really wanted to share this painting. It's beautiful. Okay, I think because the rest of you were there as presenters. Well, I think I will stop here. Thank you so much, for both of you. It was excellent having you over. As I always, Miss Maria had a different perspective of looking at paintings and through poetry. And Mr. Mahbub, your research insight was, as usual, very informative and worthwhile listening to. Thank you so much, both of you. And we looking forward to seeing you, inshallah. Bye for now. Bye. Thank you so much for rest of you who have joined us across the globe, and we hope to see you in our future webinars. Bye for now.
Best of luck.